London, Victoria Alvarez is a ball of energy, darting around the Seven Sisters indoor market in North London. On a recent morning, she broke away from chatting with a friend to burst into a general store in the market, asking its Iranian owner if he had some supplies she needed. She barely had time to hear his response before she was off again, standing behind the counter at her currency exchange and parcel shipping stall. In a brief quiet spell, when her husband took over, Alvarez walked across the hall to one of the market's hairdressers for a blow-dry. For Alvarez, a Colombian native who has had a stall here for 16 years and is president of the Traders Association, the market is a second home. Customers can shop for groceries, get a bite to eat or a haircut, meet a real estate agent and get legal advice, all under one roof. Her daughter spent much of her youth in its hallways. "To me, my roots are very important," she said. "This is why this market is such an important part of the community." Now, she says Seven Sisters Indoor Market, the biggest Latin American market in England, by its estimation, is under threat, caught in one of London's largest ever redevelopment programs. Traders say that they are being priced out, that local officials are riding roughshod over their complaints, and that a hub for the British capital's Spanish-speaking minority will be lost. The district surrounding the market, Tottenham, is one of London's most diverse, with more than 200 languages spoken in the area. It is centred on High Road, a 4.8 kilometre stretch that is home to shops like Halal Butchers and Afro-Caribbean hairdressers, as well as small cafes, restaurants and markets like the one where Alvarez works. Tottenham is also one of London's most deprived districts, and the local council argues that it is in dire need of renewal. More than 10,000 people are on a waiting list for public housing. Measures of crime are higher than the London average. And proponents of the regeneration point to the 2011 London riots, which started in Tottenham, as evidence that the area's problems must be addressed. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Like many poorer parts of London, the neighbourhood also sits uncomfortably beside wealthy districts. People who live on the west side of Harriet, the council of which Tottenham is a part, live about 9 years longer than those in the east. Students who live in the west typically perform better academically, and household incomes there are up to twice as high. The situation, with uncomfortable parallels to Grenfell Tower, the public housing block that was consumed by fire last June and that lay close to multi-million-dollar homes, offers a window into the challenges facing London, a dynamic city with a strong economy, but one with a housing shortfall and which many residents can no longer afford. "There is no place in London that is not experiencing these pressures," said Mark Brill, a professor at London